have for lunch?
I guess I ate some steak. It was not okay with a sweet.
My mom's house. This is the gate. There you go. For allergies. So my parents got divorced in August of 2020, which was during the pandemic.
It took some time just because the divorce process started over COVID.
I could just hear them fighting in the background because if I was at school, I wouldn't have to hear it all and I wouldn't have to witness it, but because I was stuck at home with them, it was hard.
So my parents divorced in 2014. I was really young, so I do not remember it, honestly. I just remember being like, okay, there's gonna be 2 different houses, and they were like dividing all the objects.
So yeah, got divorced or moved out January 2014, separate houses.
Now, currently the situation is, it's actually totally even, and I'm like really grateful that it was so healthy. I spend 1 week at one house and then I go back 1 week at another house.
It's 70-30, so 70% of the time me and my sister live with my mom, and then the other 30% is with my dad.
I do have to like pack all my stuff, and as an artist it's kind of awkward because like I often forget something, so it just adds a stress to my day that is just not nice.
Well, my sister found out first because she was opening my mom's computer to play a video game, and then she found my dad's email saying, "That's why I'm divorcing you," and then she came to me crying, and then we hugged and cried with each other.
I'm not sure how we actually told them. I mean, it was not a sit down, your dad and I getting a divorce.
It felt really sad, but also I'm glad that it happened because they were fighting a lot.
I didn't realize that there was a change between their relationship. I thought that it was just, oh, there was another house.
You know, we did do a lot of trips together and camping trips and holidays, and the problem with all of those happy memories is that I was doing 100% of the work, or let's say 85% of the work, and he was kind of showing up.
I think it's taken me a long time to be able to think about it like this, because when I was younger I was just very much like, I want them to love each other again, I want them to be together. Because when you look on the screen and just in stories and all of that, it's just this family, you know, and it's just very well put together, and it's like that's what's normal, and of course you want to be normal, you know?
It was the day of my graduation, and then my dad, he's bipolar a little bit, and then he was just so up, so manic, so much energy. It was completely red, and then he threw my mom up against the wall, and then they just got really mad at each other.
And were you scared?
Yeah, I was scared, so I took me and my sister and we went into my room so we didn't have to see it.
It's still awkward sometimes though, communicating between them, just the difference, because my mom is definitely more poor than my dad. My mom might be worrying about a computer and my dad's like, oh yeah, my work's paying for this. I mean, a lot of my friends don't have divorced parents, and I feel like what they don't understand is just the feeling of separation and the feeling of kind of unfullness.
When I realized that my mom was dating again, it was surprising and sad, because it means that she's moved on. And I think someone that isn't from a divorced family doesn't realize that. How hard it is to see your mom go on a date with someone that's not your dad.
I have this silly thought where I'm relationships kind of any kind that are for a long time and strong, they kind of don't exist, and that everyone's gonna leave you at some point.
Are you glad they're divorced?
Not really.
I think the kids would be unhappy if we were.
I didn't want them to mirror this relationship. I would like them to mirror a healthier relationship. The hardest part about divorce is not losing your partner, but losing the family. And I think for the girls, it's definitely losing their family.
When you get married, you sort of have the expectation that it's going to be forever. And half the time it's not.
It's the fracture of the unit.
It's a side effect of a very difficult time, is there's a lot of sort of growth that comes out of it.